Now you see how they pull it like that? That's the 5 we worked at. The guy on the crank, that's his job to guide that in there.
Back. Right there. Okay. Pull. Yep.
Motor, model, 400 pounds.
Are you good? Nope. Green one.
Anybody have any questions?
20 horsepower, 80.
Any questions? Am I not talking loud enough? Sorry.
Can we get it in any color we want when it comes off the line?
Well,
as long as it's black.
That is kind of true for certain years, but there were colors available that you could get. In the earlies, it was greens and a burgundy and black.
Good.
And then afterwards, they went to the same, the burgundy and the green.
They ran it overhead a tank and with it like a garden hose, flowed the tank on it.
The deal with the black paint, it was easy. Japan black dried the fastest. So they used a hose. They actually hung the parts up and just hosed them down and then let them hang and drag them through. And by the time they got to the end of the line, they were almost dry. And it was common, very common to have bugs and dirt and runs. Very common for having a flawed paint job.
We've never had that issue.
Nope, we can't do that.
I don't know why we're having such trouble with this thing. Did you see it, get it straight?
It's dangerous. Right, they're building a car. Put your hand.
I was looking at the fellow on top of you.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like that, would you?
All right, look, there you
Yeah,
go.
but this has got to go below it.
Getting lifted.
Drop down. There you go.
Ready to fall down.
All right, so this is a 1926. This is a newer version of the Model T. In 1926, Ford decided to modify and make a newer version of the Model T. Where actually all they did was space the letters apart and
Transmission's not a
move
26.
the seat back.
There's no starter on it.
Thank you.
The first Model T was made in 1903. This last Model T was in 1927, although there were some made in early 28, but it was just what they had left over.
Even a 26 or 27, the open cars, they run about.
Over 15 million.
You could order them without the system, without the battery generator. But I don't think too many of them survive, however many were
So
built.
when Henry Ford
Probably
started
not
making
that
these
many
cars, you
produced.
can buy a touring car, like one of these here,
By
for
that,
about
most people were kind of happy to
$700
have a starter.
off the floor
Good.
when it first started out.
Okay.
Then, when he
All right,
modernized
can you
the
pull this axle that way?
assembly line,
Pull it towards you. No,
he
the
got them
axle.
down to about
Is that the taillights on those cars would have been kerosene? The headlights ran off the
first
magazine.
guys to start paying these guys
Good.
a full day's wage,
No, we're not.
$5 an hour.
We're not lined up.
Famous those are the cars that, you know,
$5 a day.
wanted to see anything, you had to race the engine. Just to the headlights.
That was only if, you could only get this if you followed the rules. He did have goons that come around and check you out, make sure that why you keep your house clean. Make
Yeah.
sure you went to church on Sunday.
Yeah, it makes a
And
difference.
you could not.
But on those, the headlights would get very dim.
Time for those two bars.
Went
It's on
from
the-
like
right next to the
10
green
volts
deck.
to 30 volts.
Where's the other one?
And the headlights were wired in series.
You have to look before.
Yeah. It goes out to both. Yeah, it's like, yeah,
Let's do one more.
maybe one was black.
There it is. Ta-da!
I put the car together for
They're gonna make it. No, the parking brake is on the way.
done with this lift. Yep. Well, they don't have theirs on yet.
Oh, yeah. And you can get what's called Rocky Mountain.
Close, but not yet.
Then your strike pedal works on the wheels. It's sort of using the
There's
parking
no
brake.
battery in a Model T.
All right, go on.
The
Go ahead.
original Model Ts come out with no battery.
Get the body.
No oil pump, no water pump, and no fuel pump. What happens is, we got a crank. It has a
Put the
magnet.
body on.
Once it's fired up, it creates its own power. It's electricity. Oil pump, don't need an oil pump because it has slingers on the crank. It slings the oil much like the lawnmower engine.
In
And
the
the reason you don't need
in the 26 and 27,
it's
it was
all gravity
steel.
fed.
But the earlier ones, it was strictly just
So in the
it was
26,
just tin
27
tacked
model,
onto wood.
Henry Ford put the gas tank up on top of the cowl right behind the engine. Prior to that, it went up to the front seat. Hence, there were certain times if you had no gas and you were in the hill, you were in trouble. It won't roll from fuel. So the alternate route was to back up the hill.
Scrubs the paint.
Just last week, we were on a cruise, about a dozen or so of us, and we come across a 7-gallon hill. Unfortunately, most of us only had 6 gallons.
I don't want them to get upset because they don't want to.
So,
Mike, you want to grab the truck?
Model T come out, it only has 3 pedals and floorboard. Now, most people would go, well, that's the throttle, brake, and clutch, right? Well, partially, right? So the pedal on the left is your gears and neutral. All the way to the floor is first gear, halfway up to neutral, all the way down towards the seat is second gear. That's your high speed, that's all the rest of the way. Reverse is your center pedal. But in order to get reverse, you have to have your left pedal on neutral. Your far right pedal, for all of us that drive modern cars, really mess you up because that's your brakes. That'll make you stop. Kind of. Model Ts don't really stop. They plan to stop, and then hopefully you do.
You want a Model T cruise on there?
So now, how do you accelerate and how do you slow down if there's no gas pedal on the floor? The accelerator is on the steering column. The accelerator is on the right hand
There was a junkyard
steering
for a
column.
long time next door to here. Called Murphy's.
Left hand has also, and that's your timing. Adjust your timing to start, far, pull a hill. You'll have to retard your timing a little bit to gain some power.
It'll be $1, $2.
Once speed up, go fast, throw that thing all the way down as far as it'll go, and hope you're up. You break 45. But I don't want to go that fast on trains.
Yeah, I think that's no. Well, it goes down to where that
My father was a machinist for manufacturers.
where it comes out.
There's big boys out there that still learn to.
It doesn't go all the way around.
He told me about it.
Well, I don't know.
But he would go out there.
Quite an experience to get it started back then, huh?
Yes, it's got so far. All right, turn it off. Pull this up. Go with that.
It was primitive. Those things went. I've watched old footage, and if that floor pane cleared it, these things went over it.
Shot. Here we go, folks.
Hey guys, you got a bolt on the ground.
comments?